Hey everyone, working on brakes today. Actually a last repair, I guess you might say. This was dropped off Sunday night. And I was supposed to have had it actually yesterday afternoon. But it poured down rain for 3 hours and it was after 5 o'clock before I could get started on it. And then, come to find out, a wheel cylinder that had been supplied was the wrong one. So, today, I've got the correct wheel cylinder. Here they are. Right there. And also putting new shoes on it. These have probably been contaminated with brake fluid and everything else, so we're just gonna go ahead and start new. And last night I cleaned all of that off. Alright, we'll go ahead and start the disassembly. Man, it's hot. First thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and get rid of these springs. Needs a hardware kit, but I was at the parts store today and they didn't have when they were sold out. And since I went the wrong way on this, and since this is coming to get picked up tonight, I decided to go ahead and just put it back together. They're not in that bad a shape anyway, the springs. Here we go. And the other one, yeah, there's at least a little bit of a breeze today anyway. Sometimes these springs are tough to get off. Like this one's going to be. I used to have a big screwdriver that I'd use to yank these off with. And I might end up having to do that anyway, because this one is going to be a toughie. Yep. They make several type of spring removal tools. That's how I used to do it. Alright, and get this out of the way. And shoes will come right out. And while we're at it, go ahead and get this brake line. Oops, hit the camera with a wrench. Get this brake line off. It's a little tricky working with one hand, but it can be done. Alright, then we'll loosen these two bolts and the wheel cylinder will be free. That was tight. Of course, I don't know if anyone watches it. New episode of Hell's Kitchen is supposed to be on tonight. I think, anyway. There we go. That's out, and wheel cylinder just slides right out. A lot of times on these brake shoes, they're a pain in the ass sometimes. And I'll go ahead and put the bottom together. Whoops. It might not work that way. I'm going to have to put some oil on my brake tools. There's just no way around it. Well, there we go. Simple task. Alright, this thing wound up bouncing out about 3 times, so I ended up having to go a different route, put it together. But, oh well, that's the way it goes. And now for the fun part, we put the strut rod in. Of course, if I'd been smart and actually remembered, I would have put that in first, but no big deal. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and hang the adjuster cable in. And I'll probably go ahead and loop it in the little hook back here. Like so. And I will go ahead and put the spring in. I'm eventually going to go hands-free with the camera stuff. Oh shoot. Now, there we go. Oh, that's no big deal. Now, I'll go ahead. No. Yeah. Now I'll go ahead and slide the spring on it. Whoops. This is always an aggravating aspect of it right there. No, you're not really supposed to do this. It's the way I do it anyway. One more spring. And brake shoes are on. Off camera, I went ahead and installed the wheel cylinder. It's getting kind of hard to hold the camera and loosen or tighten the bolts. So I just went ahead and done it off camera to get it done. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and adjust these shoes out. And it's already gravity bled also, I should add. And we're almost done. Alright, I've already adjusted the pad of shoes. Now I'm just going to go ahead and slide the drum back on. And notice there's just a very slight drag, which is what you want. And this side is done. I did this side last night. And of course I just popped these two upper springs off and separated the shoes and replaced the wheel cylinder that way. And if I'm correct, these should be all adjusted like it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this back on. Alright, we are done. All the wheels are torqued and brakes are properly adjusted. One thing I didn't do, and here's a fuel filter I put on it. I didn't make a video of it because it was just in a cramped spot and there was barely enough room for me to get under there, let alone maneuver a camera. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take it down the road and see how it does. I'll go ahead and start it. Oh yeah. I haven't started it since I put a fuel filter on it. There we go. Had to cycle the key. Forgot about that. Alright, we are going to take it down the road and see what happens. Oh yeah, the brakes work really well. Nothing coming either way. Oh yeah. Well, other than the shifting a little concerning there, shift's a little harsh, but the brakes work really good. Alright, well, that about takes care of this video. Thanks for watching.